Hi everybody, good afternoon and welcome back to the stream. This is the Female Esports League stream. My name is Ashley and I'll be bringing you all the games for today as I have been for the past two matches. Now, this is the third match between Elite and Bosons Lynx. Okay, so again, these girls are fighting for their tournament lives because only the top 4 of the group will proceed to the playoffs next week. Okay, so if you're not in the top 4, then I'm sorry, that's the end of things for you. And so I believe Elite right now, they are kind of at the top of the table. Bosons Lynx, they're going to be wanting to, position themselves in a better place. I don't think they're in the top 4 yet, but at the end of the day, we'll summarize all the standings and you'll get to see who makes it up from Group B. So yesterday, we did Group A already, and we've got, the teams who came out. I believe it is Pacific Pink. We've got... I cannot remember what, but I will run through that. I'll run through that again later on. Okay, but anyway, heading straight into the draft right now. We've already passed the first phase of the draft. We've got a Mirana as well as a Luna for Elite here. Gonna go into draft? Yes, you go into draft. So we've got a Mirana as well as a Luna for Elite. Mirana again nerfed so many times, but still doing incredibly well for herself. I think still has not seen a significant drop in her win rate or pick rate actually. And for the side of Bosons Lynx, they actually have a they have very strong laners coming in the form of a Chikiro, a Tiny as well. Slag not quite the strongest laner, but can be with a little bit of help. And Elite will follow up with a Ogre Magi, so that makes your Luna as well as your Mirana hit very hard and fast for a while. I like the Tide Hunter and the Chronosphere, the Chrono Man ban, because that's basically the sort of things that catch out your Slug in lane as well as in team fights very easily. Okay, and the puck comes out for them. It looks like they're gonna go for a very magic damage based lineup here. I think with a puck, your tempo of the game can be pretty fast. The only thing that I don't entirely like about Puck is that he takes a while to come online because he does need a lot of items. They go with a Wind Ranger instead, and I think this is gonna be a pause. 3 could be a 3 or 2, unless they want to run the Mirana as core. So we'll see how they run that out. I just noticed I think it's a Russian name on the side of Elite. It's their drafter, and I don't know how to pronounce that. So it's gonna be interesting. Let me see what their names are. Ligaya, Jaina, Gil. I think it's Gil. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Gil. So clearly not Russian. I clearly cannot pronounce any of those things. I know a bit of Russian from whatever I learned from Sing Sing stream, but basically it's composed of like directional words and like bad words. So I can't say the bad words. I can say things like Nazad, which is go back, Davai, which is go forward, and that's about it. Okay, so they ban out the Queen of Pain. Might they be wanting to run a Razor? Normally that's the ban, that's the pick you want to go for when you're running a Queen, sorry, when you ban the Queen of Pain. She is quite a counter to the Razor, and it's very annoying because Razor cannot get the static link off properly. On the other side, they banned the Juggernaut, the Lifestealer. So they're gonna go for more magic damage since they banned out both the Juggernaut and the Lifestealer. These heroes have their natural innate spell immunity in their skill set. So Jaina, Mirana, everything else. They do have lockdown, they do have magic damage. I think they need a little bit more magic damage from the side of Elite. Yeah, so that is probably the reason why they want to go for this. Could they go for a Pugna? Could they go for... Oh, I thought they might have picked the Tinker up themselves actually. Yeah, the Tinker ban. I thought they might have wanted to go for the Tinker themselves. Would have been pretty good. But Puck does catch out Tinker pretty well. So do they want to go for an oldie maybe, or okay? They go for tanky Dragon Knight actually. So I would much prefer this lineup if they replace the Luna with a Drow maybe. Because Drow and Dragon Knight, they actually do sync up very well. But Dragon Knight, this is a hero I haven't seen in a while. Has not been very meta. Let's see how this works out because Dragon Knight obviously does have that Black Dragon form with the Aghanim's, right? And so instead of the OD for Elite, Bosons Lynx go for the OD themselves, and it looks like it's going to be an off-lane puck, actually. It's going to be an off-lane puck, a position 4 Tiny, a position 5 Jakiro, and yeah, mid-joy going mid. So, pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, so Odie, I believe the reason why Odie was picked is because, you know, you have Astro to save anybody from the Dragonite stun, as well as you have Dragonite kind of relies a lot on mana, right? So if the Odie hits the Dragonite enough, he doesn't have enough mana to carry out his spells, then that's gonna be beneficial overall. Good mix of damage here. The only thing is that I feel Bosons Lynx, they don't have a objective taker usually. They kind of want to skirmish, they want to fight, and it is going to be and I think Elite have the capabilities to actually avoid these fights and then take fights at their own pace. So for that, I think I prefer Elite's draft a bit more. I like this Dragonite pick a lot. It's just that I don't entirely like the Luna pick. Luna is decently strong, but I don't think she is a strong enough carry actually to carry against the Slark as well as the Tiny, because there is a lot of burst coming out from them, and Luna does not do well against burst. She wants the fight to go on for a long time so that she can throw her glaives. Yeah, so that's basically the way Luna generally works. But her primary attribute will boost that of her Lunar Blessing will boost that of the Dragonite. So that's going to be very nice once they come in together. Alright. So 7-2 win-loss as Jakiro all time. So somebody hasn't been spamming Jakiro, huh? That is a little bit of a concern. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's introduce the players here. So on the Ogre Magi, we've got Bay Rider. On that mid lane, Dragonite Jaina will be going to that mid lane there. Wind Ranger will be played by Ligaya on going off lane actually. So it's gonna be a core it's gonna be a core Wind Ranger. It's going to be it's gonna be a core Mirana. Meredy is gonna be a core Mirana, whereas Ligaya will be the support Wind Ranger. And for the Luna, she'll be played by this Russian name, which I cannot figure out for the life of me, but I believe that is Gil. I believe so. But we're just gonna call her Luna, you know? Just for simplicity's sake. The puck will be played by... The puck here will be played... Offlane puck will be played by Kakari. Eterna gonna be playing that Tiny. Mid-Joy gonna be on that Odie, as well as... Jakiro, sorry. The Slide will be played by Fufu, and Jakiro with 9 games on her, Mikey. Okay, let's look at the items. Seems about standard here. Lots of regen on puck. Tiny going for a regen as well. Slide here going for the Quelling Plate. Okay, seems good. There's the support of the Jakiro. Jakiro very strong laner. Mirana, lots of regen. Bring a Basilius. Luna here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Bay Rider going for this. Okay. So going into another pause, another long pause. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday afternoon, a great relaxing Sunday afternoon. Whereas I come to work here, well, I mean, I'm not complaining. I love my work. Being able to cast and, make money off it. Oh my gosh, who knew? Who knew? And but still working on a Sunday sometimes can get pretty grueling. I came to work today in a cab, and then the cab driver, he was pretty talkative. He asked me, where are you going on a Sunday? Why are you going to this place here? Because it's not the usual place where you would be going on a Sunday, right? And I was kind of all dressed up as well because I have to be in front of the camera. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to work. And then he's like, you work on a Sunday? And I'm like, yeah, please don't rub it in. Yeah, so working on a Sunday. But I mean, well, think about it. The cab driver himself, he's working on a Sunday as well, right? So I guess people, but it's very hard to explain to people in general, like, for esports, why there is no rest for the wicked sort of thing. Because, well, for my kind of work, I work every single day. There is no holiday for me. There is no break, really. Maybe the break comes when, like everybody's in like that post-TI or post-tournament depression, and then there is that break, But in between, I've got like little tournaments here and there, and little spots of casting here and there, events that I have to attend, and yeah, that is the sort of life that I lead, It's a gig economy life. It's not a 9-to-5 job, and I'm thankful for that. So, yeah. Esports is great. It's just not all, it's not just a bit. It's not a bit of roses for sure. Okay. So again, if you like the stream, if you like the games, please, please, please go to Facebook and look at look up Female Esports League Dota 2. And from there, you'll be able to find all the updates and all the information on the league and when we're coming up with new games and the fixtures and everything else. So yes, all the information will be there. Or if you want to follow me instead on social media, my name is Ashley Rita Wong, and you can find my page. Okay, so guys, again, a lot of you guys have been amazing. You've been giving me a lot of love on social media. But the thing is, right, you gotta follow my page instead. Can you give my page a like? So the page is the one, right, with a picture of me. I look like I'm casting. So I'll give you I'll tell you that actually it's kind of fake. It was a bit staged. Okay. I was at the SEA Games casting. For Singapore, right? I was at the casting the SEA Games national qualifiers for in Singapore. And we had to kind of fake it, because it was early in the morning. I was really tired, and I was casting on a patch that was like barely 24 hours old. So yes, there was that. Okay, I had been up like a good portion of the night studying and worrying about the fact that I couldn't, get things right, and that I wouldn't know what the patch was about. So yes, that's the kind of pressure sometimes we face as casters. You think that casting is very easy or what? I guess, yes, telling a story in an entertaining way can come easy to some people, but it also requires you to study patch updates. And if you got a humongous patch update, like I think it was the day of, is it 7.20? I think so. It might have been the day of 720, the patch, the big 720 patch, and that was just a nightmare to deal with because I was like, how am I going to cast on this patch? I have no idea what's going on. Then, but my friend, made a very, very, very good point. She said, everybody else doesn't know what's going on as well, right? Right, fair enough, fair enough. Everybody doesn't know, but maybe I pride myself on, actually knowing. And studying is something that I do enjoy. Okay, let's not sound sadistic. Studying is something that I'm pretty good at. It's just that it's not always enjoyable. Let's say I love something. I love Dota so much, right? I love the game so much. But then suddenly when you have to study it, right, that's a very different ball game. Suddenly you kind of like realize, maybe I don't really like this game so much. Or maybe the fact is that when you're forced to study it or when you're forced to be tested on it, then it loses it's just not so enjoyable anymore. But you can tell me what you think in the Facebook stream if you're tuning in from Facebook. We also have streams on Twitch as well as YouTube. But the thing is that I can only monitor the Facebook one. Okay, there will be a 6-minute delay. So if you want to say anything, unfortunately, I will have to reply to you 6 minutes later. And I do have a lovely princess. There's a princess on here who says that she loves my casting, and thank you. I love you too. You're very, very supportive and you're very, very nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, so say hi to me, guys. It gets a little lonely here. It's just basically producer, me, and one other admin here. And I spend basically about 4 or 5 hours of my life talking to myself on stream here. The good thing is, I suppose that I'm cut up for the job because I can talk to the wall, and maybe one day the wall might talk back to me. Who knows? Okay, we should be cutting back to the stream very, very soon. It looks like the unpause. Yes, the girls have unpaused and we'll be heading straight into the game right now. It looks like there's going to be a very aggressive position up here from the Radiant. They're going to go forward. They're going to get a bit of damage. Not a bit, a lot of damage onto their Jakiro right now. And the runes are going to go the way of Elite. Meredy is going to take that rune. But at the bot lane, how many runes are they going to be doing there? Elite will be getting 3 runes to their name here. Jakiro, remember, very, very low, doesn't have any more mana, has to pop the mango already, has chewed through most of the tangles. There's gonna be a lot of damage. I believe she ate an arrow to the face and probably a power shot. No, she has no power shot, sorry, a wind run. A lot of damage from Meredy as well as Ligaya. Alright, pro tip guys, remember to turn your Ring of Bacillus off, if not you're gonna push the lane because it offers the armor to the creeps when it's turned on. Okay, Jakiro, not entirely sure what she's doing. Probably going to suicide, I think. Or... I'm not entirely sure what Jakiro is going to do. Blocks out the camp here, doesn't want them to... Doesn't want the ancient. Okay, it was an interesting ancient block because it's very, very early into the game. So it's gonna make it very obvious as well. Now Eterna is gonna be zoning out the Luna because Luna, you know, she hits for 77 damage, and Luna just hits for 60. We'll be getting a Wraith Band soon, so she should hit for more after that. Jaina versus the Oli here. It's gonna be a relatively static lane, especially once Dragonite gets enough of the Dragon Blood up. She's gonna be very, very tanky, and once Odie leaves the lane, Dragonite will just take the tower. It's just the way, you know, Dragonite does Dragonite things. This lane should be the exciting one. Here, Wind Run on Ligaya allows her to get, you know, extra hits into the enemy here, because there's no way they can touch her or hit her in any way. Now the arrow is gonna miss, it's gonna fish right through. Mikey is going to sidestep that and, you know, predict it. Dragonite in the mid lane here is taking a bit of a beating from the OD. Doesn't have another tango to chew through. Will have a Fairy Fire, so won't be too mad about that. Oh, the deny right under the tower from Midjoy. Beating upon lead, my goodness. And Jaina missing all the last hits. That's a yikes. And there's going to be a regen rune that is taken away by Bay Rider. Oh, First Blood actually going. They take out the Slark at the top lane here. I'm surprised the Ogre didn't leave the regen rune for the Dragonite actually. Because Dragonite, you know, trying to build into Bracer first isn't going to have mana for the Soul Ring, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Does this ward spot out the... is it? Oh my goodness, it's like, it actually doesn't. Right at the edge. Oh my goodness. How unlucky. Alright, Midjoy dominating the last hits right now, 16 to 7 as compared to the 6 and 1 of that Dragonite. Dragonite, another fishing arrow going to the top lane here. It's gonna miss this Slark. Slark does have a bit of regen still to chew through, so he'll be just fine. This ward isn't blocked by the camp, so... Okay, Jaina, Bay Rider here, will be getting off a pull. Stack the camp, got the pull as well. Nothing much happening here after First Blood. This top lane here should be the interesting one. Jaina again able to sustain 2 points into Dragon's Blood. Does have a salve as well. And now they're going to take out the Sentry Ward. Ligaya taking quite a bit of damage from the dual breath, but she will instead turn because she got the pull off in the side lane. The arrow is yet again going to miss, and right now they know that there is no more wind run here. They get double shackle on the two of them. That's beautiful, but is she going to take out to the dual breath? Yes, she will. Now Meredy will try to avenge her fallen comrade, but it will not be enough. And now Dragonite also being zoned back all the way. Midjoy already level 5 as compared to the level 4 of Jaina. So Midjoy doing incredibly well for herself here. OD such a dominant laner here. Jaina, you know, even though she does have a couple of mangoes, but it's not going to be enough. You know, she doesn't have enough intelligence. Not smart enough actually. Bot lane here relatively quiet, but Luna getting not getting the kind of farm that she wants here, right? 12 to 3, but also Slark kind of struggling 10 to 4. And that's not where you want to be at, you know, coming to 5 minutes in the game. Them barely touching the creeps, barely getting last hits here. Get the deny of that? Oh no, she doesn't get to deny. What? Again, Dragonite gonna be captured and set in the Astral Prison. OD level 6 already. Full level ahead of that. Half a level ahead. Half and a little bit more ahead of the Dragonite. But again, like I said, Dragonite is that sort of hero, you know, when you just oh, okay, they get another kill top again on that Slark. I believe it's another arrow into, yeah, it's an arrow into the into another shackle as well. In the power shot. So it looks like they're gonna be taking out Mikey as well. The creeps following, and it's gonna be a double kill for Meredy. Looks like we just gotta watch this lane here. And that's 2 deaths on that Slark already, not doing too hot. Allowing the Luna actually to, you know, get up some farm here at the bot lane. She also will be able to farm very, very well in the jungle. Slark doesn't play too well from behind, so Slark has to gotta be careful about that. Gonna go and shrine up now. Will they? No, they're actually forced to retreat to the jungle. Not even stacking their camp actually. Dragonite kind of getting bullied. OD 36 and 14 to the 21 and 2. My goodness, she's going to be completely eclipsing the level right now. She's almost a full level ahead of Jaina. Jaina has no mana whatsoever. Does have a soul ring in her backpack though. Let's see if she wants to use it. So relatively quiet lane here. Puck versus a Luna. Luna has been forced to rotate back into the jungle. Actually has gone Shrine. Sorry about that. Not about rotating the jungle. Ward is dropped aggressively behind, or just right behind the tower there. Now Jakiro is going to come back forward. Let's see if they can do anything and catch on to Meredy and Ligaya. But Dragonite is being chased right now by Midjoy right now. She's going to be banished, and I'm pretty sure it's a dead Dragonite. Walk away Midjoy, because let's see, look at this, 165 health versus the Astro Imprisonment. Yeah, that's definitely damage 250 even after your damage after reductions. I think this is a very dead Dragonite. Walk away Midjoy. Cool guys don't look at fireworks. Yes? No? Alright, go and ready. It's short pause. We are right back into the game. Walk away. Cool guys don't look at fireworks. That's right. There's a dead Dragonite. Couldn't make it to the shrine in time. And OD. There were no TPs coming in. I thought that you know, you could have got an ogre or a Wind Ranger to come in, and now now Puck is gonna go down in the bot lane actually. Missing kills left, right, and center. Hope they don't fire me for this. Get your T-tours out, everybody. It's this is not me. And well, now Luna has up to 2 wave bands right now. It's going to be very happy about it. Her damage up to 84. 1 point in the Luna Blessing is going to be very happy with the amount of damage she is going to be outputting in this lane. But in this top lane here, they're doing incredibly well for themselves. 2 range heroes, you know, dealing very well against this Slark right now, who's level 5 only at 7 minutes in. Very, very poor on that Slark, you know, just 22 last hits to her name. The Dual Breath as well as the Liquid Fire can slow them down a little bit, but the Wind Ranger already has a Chainmail. Arrow is going to fish forward, it's not going to hit anything. Every time I look at the arrow, it's fishing and it's not hitting. But then when it actually happens, right, when things actually, when they actually get a kill, I always miss the arrow. Come on, I want to catch an arrow from Meredy, you know, hitting onto the Slark or onto somebody. It looks like Odie's gonna be rotating top with a Haste Rune right now. Doesn't quite have the ult. The Sanity's Eclipse was used previously. Let's see what the Odie can actually do about this right now. Haste Rune wrapping around the side, going in forward. Who will she be going for? She'll be going for Meredy instead. Banishes her instead. Goes on to Ligaya. Ligaya pops the Wind Run immediately. Will they follow up with the Ice Path right now? But it doesn't quite clip right now, and he's gonna leap forward Meredy, and it's a 2-man shackle coming out from Ligaya. Beautiful disengage from the Radiant right now, and it's gonna be a wasted rotation from the OD. Not able to get anything done. The follow up from the Jakiro is just not quite there. Ice Path, you know, does have a 1 second duration only, so I suppose it's not long enough for them to actually get a kill on both heroes here, the Mirana as well as the Wind Ranger, who are quite elusive because Mirana has leaps, Ligaya has Wind Run. So yeah, just the way it worked here. And well, Dragonite trying to do Dragonite things and catch up here, but I don't know if the Dragonite, you know, level 7 to level 9 of Midjoy right now, getting beaten down upon by Midjoy, stealing all the intelligence. 7 missing intelligence, by the way. And Midjoy will be going back into the jungle for a bit. Dragonite not able to quite defend, not quite able to take down the tower. Deals a bit of damage to that tower for sure, but not the most. And now Luna left to her own devices here, already has the treads as well as the double Wraith Bands here now, but has to be careful about positioning because Tiny is waiting in the wings, wants to toss her in, gets the Avalanche out as well. Kakuri also does have the coil right now. It's going to throw out an Illusory Orb, and let's see if she's going to be able to do anything about that. Ping's coming out. They pop the coil immediately onto Luna. Luna does have the ult right now. She's going to pop it here. The Avalanche is going to come in. It's going to be a lot of damage, and the Puck out is not going to be enough because they're going to be taking out the Puck immediately, who they tried to go into her, but they remember that it's under the tower, and it's going to be a double kill. Killing spree for that Luna. Wow. Amazing. 10-minute rune's going to come out. Elite get 2 runes, and yeah, I think 3 runes actually. Yeah, Elite's gonna get 3 runes actually, so then Bosons and Lynx not prioritizing the runes that much, huh? So in spite of the disaster that mid lane was. The rest of the lanes have been going well. Dragonite is kind of being carried by the ladies on his team right now. So they are 3k net worth lead ahead right now. Yep. Going for a Kaya on the OD, along with triple null talismans, making her very, very, very strong and a force to be reckoned with. That's the Sonic D's Eclipse right now. So, and now Meredy as well as Ligaya going to be pushing into the top tower and going to be taking this down with the help of the Siege card. Nothing that the Slug can really do about this. Slug has been forced to retreat into the jungle. Nothing to her name except a pair of brown boots and an axe as well as a shield. Now they'll be going in aggressively. Wind Ranger not quite level 6 yet, but will be moving in and sees a stack here actually. Wants to take it for herself. Liquid Fire gonna slow her down immediately, but the Shackle's gonna latch. Remember there's an arrow follow-up as well, and that's gonna be a very dead Jakiro unless the creeps get them, but note the creeps don't get a kill. OD has showed up. Wind run away from Ligaya right now. She's gotta get herself out of here. You can do it. And now the middle lane actually goes down to the Dragonite here. Dragonite successful with the second Dragon Form popped right now. Mid-Joy will try to get the orb right now. Oh, she's going to TP right now in the face. Hello? How could you just TP like that? She does not have a shackle. She's going to have to Wind Run, drop the Sanity's Eclipse, and goodbye Wind Ranger. The arrow does clip onto Mid-Joy. That's hit onto Mid-Joy. Now I think they have to back themselves off. Tiny is here. It's going to show up as well. Toss the OD forward. No, they're not going to go. And look over here, actually, they're gonna go for the puck instead. She drops the coil, but to no avail right now. And well, Luna dropping really, really very low. Does have a salve. Is gonna be able to TP herself back to base. I don't think she needed to. She did have a Morbid Mask going for a Hurricane Pike. Sorry, no, going for a Dragon Lance instead. They do take down the Ogre here, but that's not very interesting to watch. We want to watch the puck waste the coil yet again. Not able to do anything much there. So Bosons Lynx, Puck not doing too well for herself, huh? 3.6k net worth lead? Yeah, not too hard. Whereas you look at the Mirana here, 5.8. Far above the Luna as well as the Dragonite here. So right now off lane, they'll probably look to be carrying the rest of the game for a bit. Ligaya has almost has a Javelin soon actually, in about 200 gold. Tiny walking in the trees. Kakuri gonna be rushing a blink actually. Something like 700 gold away. Luna searching for the tiny trees. Pops gets pot the coil again. She does have the ult ready to go. Will she be going on this? Yeah, she has the help of the Wind Ranger here right now. She's gonna pop the ult. Yes, she's gonna stand around here, and there's gonna be a dominating streak for that Luna. Who's going on who? Maybe Kakuri, you would want to pop that coil onto that Luna anymore. This is the third time you pop the coil there, and you know, you've paid for it very, 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 very painfully. But Dragonite is here, and so it's OD. They're going to show up, pop the Dragon form here, and probably look to push in this tower, which is basically more or less a virgin. But they're going to be try to take that tower away. The orb is going to try to soften up the creeps for a bit, but you have a Dragonite here that's very strong. The stun out as well as a double two-man shackle. Looks like it'll be a dead Jakiro. OD is here. It's going to get, you know, a lot of stun and get silenced up onto the Dragonite as well as the Wind Ranger. They're going to banish the Wind Ranger away. What are we going to do for more? Wind Ranger's probably going to die for this. A Avalanche as a toss. Nope, the shackle goes out right now, but she still goes down in the end to Mid-Joy. The follow-up arrow is also going to nail the Tiny a little bit longer, but that's about it. It's like not really interested in doing anything except farming because there's some Midas and very little health and mana as well. Level 9 at 14 minutes into the game. That feels bad, man. Now Luna gonna be farming up a storm. I don't see any stacks in the jungle though, so normally when you have like a heroes like a Luna or an AAM, you know, you really, or a Medusa, you really want to put a lot of stacks in the jungle because that's gonna help her accelerate her farm even more, and she deals fantastically with stacks because of the fact that she has glaives. So 3 points into Glaives, maxed out Lucent Beam, 1 point into Lunar Blessing. Seems good. Already has that Dragon Lance here. Going for a Mask of Madness next. So she's gonna be very, very happy about that. 15-minute runes coming up. Jakiro still has no shoes. The poor, homeless, shoeless Jakiro. Dragonite will be going for a Blink Dagger to be the initiator for them. Okay, seems right. Wind Ranger already has a Javelin, so that's pretty good. Ogre Magi going about doing the stacks that I talked about here, so that's pretty good. Stacking right now would be really good for the Luna here. I don't quite like just... Okay, so there's another big stack here. Very nice. This is going to be amazing. 15-minute runes coming up, and they are positioned quite aggressively here. They're going to find the Mirana here, who's actually going to be going down a killing spree. She was on a killing spree, and it goes the way of that Tiny. Top lane here, they're going to try to go instead for Legaia. Legaia does not have wind run anymore. Oh, she does still. She's going to turn and run after taking 2 runes from under the noses of the Dire. Mirana draws a big X on the map here, saying no, you don't go in towards that area anymore. Mirana also, as Midas, is going for a Rod of Atos. That's not something you see very often on Miranas, actually. That's very interesting. What could the... Oh, I think... Okay, so basically this was the change to Puck, right? Is that Atos root actually works on Puck, and Puck cannot jaunt away or cannot orb away at all when the root is on Puck. So it's going to be very good at dealing with Puck. So I think that might be the reason why Mirana went Rod of Atos instead. Or maybe it could just be training wheels, you know, for her arrows. She's not confident in getting the wheels out, getting the arrows up. Tiny, 1,000 more gold to the blink. Died earlier. Allies disappear? They're going for more. I think they'll be going for the OD actually. So the OD is down board here, and going to blink away her spider senses tingling. Oh, no, actually not the spider senses tingling, but rather the scan hitting onto them, and she's not seeing any heroes. She knows that they've got to be moonlighted here, and that's a cue for her to back off. So good reading of the map there by the OD. Pop the dragon form, and they're going in towards that tier 1 there. That should drop immediately because they should drop very soon because of the people beating down upon it. So the tier 1 is just going to go down. No contest from the side of the Dire. They're not interested in joining the fight yet. I think they're waiting for Puck to get a blink. Oh, Puck already has the blink actually, and has the coil as well. Tiny is working towards that blink, where Slug is still working towards a diffusal blade. Okay, diffusal blade sounds about fine. Looks like they want to be pushing for more. So the coil is dropped by Puck actually. It lands on the Ogre only. Actually, the Ogre as well as the Luna. They're going to catch the Dragonite out in front with a beautiful Ice Puff as well as the Dual Breath, but they're going to look for the OD. OD is the much bigger kill, a killing spree actually. The Avalanche not able to stop right now. They're going to turn instead of the Tiny. OD is going to buy back, but they're going to get out of there because Slug is still hunting. Will she be able to find more? She finds the Ogre right now, but he gets stunned out now. Jaina needs to blink out and get herself out of there. They do catch out the Ogre, but that is just an Ogre Magi. It's a position 4. Now the Dragonite TP's out of there. Will be just fine, and you know, reverts back to man form. So that was a buyback forced up from the OD. Mid-Joy having to commit that buyback, and the team not even being able to go in. A bit of a disaster there for Mid-Joy. She'll be going for the Hex next, and it will allow her to basically delete anybody off the map for sure. Even that tanky Dragonite. Alright, Luna still farming up a storm by herself. Has the Mask of Madness. Did she finish the stack already? Yeah, there is a stack here, right? But she hasn't finished it quite yet. So looks like maybe they might want to stack it a little bit more. Luna, yeah, going to finish the stack right now. And bot lane will be pushing in a little bit. Legaia has been having a little bit of me time by herself. She gets silenced up immediately. This orb's coming out from the OD. She's silenced up. She's Lee. She's banished. And I'm pretty sure that's a very dead Wind Ranger. Goodbye. Cool guys don't work at fireworks. Kakari face shift because she was afraid that the Wind Ranger might have lived from that. So they have Dragon Form up again. They don't have Moonlight yet. I think they'll wait for the Wind Ranger to respawn before they're going for another fight, probably. Yeah, Mirana TP's top here. Has the Atos already, is going for a Yasha. Smoke up from the Radiant side, and they'll be going in towards the Dire jungle. They do have Dragon Form, remember, again, so they should be able to move in quite aggressively. There are 2 people here in the jungle at the moment. Will they be able to catch them out? They have no vision, remember, they are from the Radiant. They can't see anything right now. Kakari is going to go up down here. She blinks away immediately. They get Slug instead. The silence up, is there any kind of follow-up? Yes, the root, the stun is going to go, but she hasn't been able to pop the Shadow Realm right now. Would he be able to get any more out of this? OD shows up, banishes the Dragonite immediately, but it gets shackled shackled to the tree, and they're going to go for more. The Avalanche just hit on the 3 of them, and there's going to be a Sanity's Eclipse drop, but it's not going to be enough damage because it's not enough intel coming. The Ice Puff is going to miss immediately, and Kakuri goes down again. Mikey is going to try to do her best right now, but it's not going to be enough because on the sidelines again, that Slug gets shackled. Sorry, shackled, Slug, S words, my tongue. And it's going to be a 4-0 fight for the Radiant, and Elite are going to be taking this very, very convincingly. And they're going to take a mid tier 2 to boot as well. Yep, there you go. Tier 2, beautiful shackles coming out from the Gaia. Actually, Light of Heaven. Are they going to find the Tiny here? No, Tiny's going to walk himself away. There's a DD rune waiting in the river as well. Does anybody have a bottle? No, people don't have a bottle actually. Huh. Alright. So that mid tier 2 gone. That's going to be a large chunk of map control gone because it exposes the off lane as well as the safe lane jungle. Where will they be going to next? Dragon form is up in a bit. They have Moonlight Shadow as well coming up. DK suffered a lot in that initial laning stage, but has definitely recovered here, you know. Coming up to 4th on the net worth chart. Yeah, OD is the only one from the Dire who's been doing pretty well, 9.1k net worth, but Luna is incredibly huge, has a BKB already, and going for a, I have no idea what next, but you know, has the Mask of Madness. There's going to be a lot of damage already coming out. She could push in the top lane, but the rest of the Dire, they're actually quite nearby, so they might want to go for that Luna if she does poke her head out. Puck, not quite very successful so far. Just to boost the travel as well as the blink. They now see the Luna. They're going to ping her out a little bit. Will they be going for her? She is level 70. She gets banished immediately. With a follow-up Ice Path as well. It's going to be a bit too early. She pops the BKB immediately. She's going to turn instead onto Mikey. Mikey is going to be a little bit scary. She does have friends in the neighborhood right now. They do see Mikey on the left side down there. She gets Lucent Beam down as well, shackled to the tree. And that's going to be a very dead Jakiro. The rest of the team have abandoned Jakiro completely. And that's not the initiation you want to go for. You know, you don't want to get the Luna. You probably want to get the Wind Ranger or the Mirana, actually. Luna and DK, these are the heroes you don't want to go for because they're so strong. But BKB has been used on Luna right now, and it's dropping, you know, quite gradually. So she's going to have to watch her BKB timings for sure. She pops the... oh, the Silence, the 4-man Silence actually. Don't group up for the Coil, guys. They're going to try to beat down upon this tier 2. It probably looks like they're going to get it for sure because Puck does have a Coil, but actually everybody else has everything to go. I definitely think the Dire should do this. They vanish immediately into the shadows. There is a Sentry Ward here that's going to spot them out coming here, but they're going to blink forward. They're going to try to catch the dragon catching the dragon, and right now the OD is going to go forward but not going to be able to do much. The Coil, no, there's no Coil coming up from the Puck as well, but now Fufu showing up, gets the leash onto the Ogre, but instead they're going to turn onto the Puck. Doesn't even get to do anything, although he dropped the Coil, and now Luna going absolutely crazy, drops the out as well, going to try to turn instead onto that Slug, but Slug is a little bit too strong. Luna actually, sorry, the Mirana is going to be one to finish off that Slug, and now everybody on the side of the Radiant lives on a sliver of HP. In fact, they're going to take the Slug. I'm going to get Puck down, and Puck down was a buyback. And it becomes an immediate dieback. My goodness. Woof. Meredy finishing off that Slug. Just brilliant. Slug only has a diffusal blade. It's not able to do much, honestly. I really don't think the Slug should have joined the fight there. And Ogre dying, not the biggest deal, honestly. Not the biggest deal. That's your pos 5 support. So, Elite right now, you know, 12k ahead. And in terms of victory, look at that. What Dota Buff says, it's almost 100%, 97% to 3% here. Yeah, and I think I agree with Dota Buff right now. Radiant side doing very well for themselves. And the Puck has just been very, very poor in terms of initiation and, controlling them. Puck was supposed to be the AoE control, but even with Coil, none of the heroes seem to care that they're being coiled up right now. Because the enemy team, basically the Dire, they're not running at them. They're not trying to chase them out of the Coil. Arcane Rune, it's gonna make the dragon form a lot shorter cooldown right now. So it looks like they want to probably take a fight right now. They do have no Luna. They do have they do have no Eclipse right now, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a key part of their fight right now. Okay, Dragon Knight immediately pops the dragon form as well as the BKB, and they have trapped up basically the poor Tiny right now. They're gonna turn him into Tiny Rock right now, and that's gonna be end of Tiny. So Dragonite completely recovered, I suppose, from that disastrous laning stage. Slark, not so much. Still 8.8k net worth lead, even with that Midas. Dragonite has been a much more ferocious force, no doubt. And they want to probably, you know, take down this last tier 2 out here, and they will. They will take down Fufu on their Slark as well, and the last tower will fall. These shackles from Ligaya, honestly, Light of Heaven, who? Blink, BKB, beautiful. You know, I want to see the Dragonite go for the Aghanim Scepter. That's going to be so cool to watch because she does have level 3 Dragon already. The Ice Path is not going to catch out anybody. The Puck is going to try to clear out the wave. That's about it. Now Luna still farming up a Storm, already level 20. Has an Eagle Song, by the way, going for a Butterfly into the Hurricane Pike. Now what will they be doing? They have no more objectives on the map, having taken all the towers out. Can they go for Roshan instead? Roshan, big boy. Luna will be going in by herself a little bit aggressively. The rest of the Dire, they are there. Meredy will be fronting the charge for a bit. She's going to get the Atos out. They've stunned up onto the Tiny as well, but you know what? It is status resistance that actually reduces that. The Avalanche is going to catch her out, but he has a little bit too many people coming down, and it's going to be a dead rock. They're going to find Midjoy here, but Midjoy's quick fingers is going to blink out immediately. She's going to TP in the trees here. They're not going to be able to find her. Will they be able to find the Puck as well? Puck should be getting out of there very soon. Does have a TP and Boots of Travel soon, so can decide which one she wants to use. And yeah. Midjoy going to bot instead to blink. Does have a BKB of her own that she used defensively previously. Puck is going to TP out. Back to base, and looks like they'll be going for Roshan here instead. So Jaina as well popping that dragon form will be doing that frost dragon, the what do you call it, the blue dragon, and that's gonna be making Roshan really small. They're gonna take his heart again, and that will be just a very simple, straightforward. Take the Aegis and let's go up high ground again after clearing out all the outer towers. Tiny also not that much impact, does have the Avalanche, but again the heroes don't seem to care about Avalanche. Alright, grouped up in mid here. Then going to be bloodlusted as well on the Luna as well as the Mirana. They're going to run into the Puck in the back here, but she's going to be silenced out and try to take it out. Oh no, the root is going to take him out, but you know what? In the end, there is no follow-up arrow from the Mirana, so we're going to be chasing the Puck actually. Won't be able to catch the Puck anymore. The Atos is going to come off cooldown in about 7 seconds, but Puck is an elusive hero, but let's turn our attention instead to Luna here, who has been alone. She's going to be chasing after that Tiny right now. Will he be able to take down the Tiny? Tiny does reach the shrine in the end. One more is going to be able to get it. It turns into a Lynx itself. The Ice Puff is going to dodge down here. She's not going to take it, but oh my god, there is the OD here, and the OD has shown up. She has no friends in the neighborhood. Oh no, this is a disaster right now, but she does have the Aegis though. Will she be able to turn around here? There is a Mirana TPing in right now. They're going to be able to get her for sure, but you know what, she's going to be respawning right now. That's the use of the Aegis. She does take down 2 with her, so I think it's pretty worth in the end, but she didn't have friends around. It seems like the Luna was playing by herself actually. So friends are here right now. No more Aegis though, so I don't think they can go up high ground. I don't think so, unless they're going to push the advantage while Puck is still down for a couple of seconds. But Puck will be up with a coil soon, but I'm not too worried about it, Puck, honestly, with a coil. There is a BKB on her. I'm going to be up again in a couple of seconds, so no fear. Ice Puff is going to try to deter them a little bit, but instead Mikey is the one who's going to get rooted up and power shotted down, followed up with an arrow to the face. Now she's going to throw up the Luna, but now it's like, you know, who's flying with Tiny Airlines? No, you are the one on Tiny Airlines. You go back to base. And it's going to be a coil on to 3. Right now they're going to drop the Sanity's Eclipse. That's a godlike streak going the way of Midjoy. Cocky. Now they're going to be turning instead, but Meredy looks to be going down instead. One last hit from the start is going to take her down, but instead Ligaya in Jaina, they're going to take down the OD. OD's going to have to buy back right now. They're going to beat down upon that poor Slug. Slug is going to be ill. Actually, Astroed up. Beautiful save from Midjoy, and right now it looks like the Dragonite is in a lot of trouble. The Slug does die actually. Slug does have a buyback. They get stunned out onto the OD right now. OD is going to go down on top of the Shackle right now. Jaina is very low, but she's respawning out, but there's too much magic damage coming out. They're gonna go instead for Bay Rider. Bay Rider's gonna back herself out of there, as well as Ligaya has already TP'd out. Will she be able to get anything else? I think she'll be the sacrificial lamb right now. Not really sacrificial lamb, but she's gonna have to give her life for this. She's gonna juke around, and looks like she's gonna get out of here. Bay Rider making them work for it. She's putting a juke through, she's going on the town. She's gonna TP out of there, but she gets leashed up immediately, used up in the air, drop her down, put her in the ice path, and put her to bed. Yeah, pause coming out here now. Alright. So, whew. Wind Ranger has a Monkey King bar. That is a lot of damage, honestly, coming out from one support Wind Ranger here. And she has Bloodlust on top of it. You know, she hits like a truck. Okay? She hits like an absolute truck. So, while that might have been, you know, a little bit of the dip in the net worth here. See, the XP went down a little bit, but it's still 100% win rate, 99% actually. So I'm not entirely surprised if you look at the net worth here. Top 3 belong to the Radiant. Shackle goes up onto the slug again, but you know, it's the Avalanche is going to interrupt here, but is he going to be able to finish the slug? Yes, Ligaya, unstoppable, manages to finish the slug. Ice Path too late. And remember, the slug bought back. It's gonna be a dieback right now, and she almost manages to snag that regeneration rune from under that Park's nose. Ligaya completely styling on the tire right now. The Bosons Lynx, man, they've got to get their game together. This position for Wind Ranger, completely outclassing and outstyling them. Alright, so Tiny and Puck, they've got to get their crap together, man, because they have had very, very little impact here. The Avalanche doesn't mean anything, the Coil doesn't mean anything, and they've been just dying too easily to that Luna as well as the Dragonite. Merity going in so aggressively. She has the Atos right now. Yes, the Atos into the arrow. Will she be able to take down the Tiny by herself? She's gonna hit him for a bit. She does hit pretty hard. She's gonna diffuse him up. He does have a stick right now. She's gonna walk forward, but he doesn't have any mana to do anything except to slap her, and he's gonna go down immediately. Alright, and then now the rest of the team, they're going to go in for the barracks right now. The Dragonite has popped the Dragon form, so it's going to be very, very strong. The towers are just going to melt. Ironically, they melt to Frost Breath. That doesn't quite work, right? Buyback from the Tiny is going to come out. Jaina's going to blink backwards a little bit afraid. You know, they've got to get a 3-man coil, but it doesn't really matter. Ice Puff is going to miss, thread the needle through the hole between the Luna as well as the Mirana. And that's going to be the Luna making quick work of the racks with just, you know, glaives. It's just Luna things, right? And the last lane of racks here. Okay, the Shackle doesn't quite latch. Ligaya, forgetting to channel her inner light of heaven. They're gonna go instead for the shrines. And Roshan should be up, in a bit. So 3 minutes or so. And they're gonna go for another okay, but it's gonna be a fight breaking out here. They're gonna catch out Ligaya. Ligaya is gonna go down probably. Unstoppable kill streak going the way of Eterna on that Tiny. I don't really quite like the money going her way. Because she's not going to be able to do anything about it. If you put it on Midjoy probably gets something like a Hex, right? To which, you know, she's really far away from the Hex. She could really use that gold. Now they're going to be finding that OD blinks away immediately. Alright, so Luna. The Aegis should be on the Luna, I suppose. Or I think I prefer the Luna because Dragonite again is that transformational hero, and if he doesn't have his Dragonite form, it's really not so effective as a hero. So you don't want to really put that Aegis on the Dragonite. So they're gonna finish up the last shrine. Roshan may be up very soon, or they may want to head up to high ground just like that. They do have a sizable advantage, about 30k right now, and they also have DOTA buff on their side. It's been 100% since about 26 minutes ago. Puck has not been able to get anything much done. Does have a gem as well as a Yules. Maybe that's good, and a Dagon too. Okay, so let's see if that actually pays off in any way. Hidaya poked their head out a little bit from the base, but the Radiant, they're just watching from their safety of their high ground. Dragonite boldly approaching from the other side right now, trying to push out the waves a little bit. This wave is a little bit pushed out, so maybe they want to pressure it in a little bit more here, just so that the pressure comes in from all lanes, and it makes it very difficult for them to access Roshan in the end. Roshan will be up very soon, 1 minute's time. Maybe you want to look towards that, because I don't think there's any way that the Dire actually contest this. They do have Coil as well as Sanity's Eclipse, which can be very effective in the pit, but I think the Dire, they have enough BKBs to be equipped to deal with that, so they should be just fine. Alright. Staying up the high ground on there. Will he be able to catch the puck? Puck, quick fingers, gonna blink away immediately. Alright, so they're gonna be approaching high ground now. Luna very, very confident. Has everything in her arsenal, in her armory right now. She's got a Satanic to boot as well. Now the dragon farm is going to be popped right now. They're going to catch the dragon. Sorry, they're going to catch the dragon with 2 hits with the other dragon right now. Ice Path is not going to clip onto anybody. They drop the Macropire as well, the silence as well onto everybody else. But remember, they have BKB. Avalanche is going to go forward right now. They're going to focus down the Rags, not even going for things, but they're going to fortify the Rags actually. Now BKB pop for no real reason. And it looks like the Radiant will have to back up. Instead, they go for the Puck and the backlines right now. Puck rooted up is going to go down. It's going to go down immediately, but they're going to go for the buyback on the Puck, and now they're going to turn onto Fufu instead. Fufu is going to be going for more. Will she be going for anybody else? She's going into 3 heroes, but Meredy very, very strong. The Tiny, not so much. Actually, going to go down immediately. Tiny has no buyback. Now Fufu, no more BKB. The Dragon Knight is going to go forward now, and they can't find the Slug, but Slug is stunned up right now, and they're going to try to take down the OD. OD gets shackled and done with, and Fufu looks like to be following that OD to the grave. It's going to be 3-4-1 Mirana. They're going to find the Puck right now, who bought back, taken down immediately, and Jakiro not able to do anything much. Mikey has not had any kind of impact on this Jakiro whatsoever. Now it's going to be a celebratory Eclipse being popped, and Elite take this game 40 to 15, 30k net worth, 38k net worth lead ahead actually. My goodness, that is an absolute smackdown, guys. Alright, so that will be game 3, and well, you know, this is not the end of the day yet, okay guys. We still have one more game coming up for you guys, so stay tuned, okay? And that final game will be between... who is it? Elite again. Elite will be playing, and Steel Wolves. So if you haven't caught the first game, right, okay, so guys, the epic first game between Steel Wolves and Ballonas, okay, I hope Steel Wolves kind of make a comeback against Elite here, okay, although Elite has been absolutely dominant. Let's see what Steel Wolves can deal with. So we're going to go to about a 5-10 minute break, so stick around and I'll be right back here.